Hey guys, guess what? I don't feel so good. But we're gonna be looking at Sunny V 2 to cheer me up. All right, and more specifically, a video that's called How X Factor Destroyed a Contestant's Entire Life. Do you know the reason I want to react to this? Well, I want to react to it because I think the X Factor is the dumbest shit ever. And I think Simon Cowell and all the judges are so dumb and insufferable, and it makes me angry and always has. I know they're doing it for TV, but it fucking bothers me. And now I find out they destroyed a contestant's life. I must come to the aid.
When Zoe Alexander received 4 no's from the X Factor judges, her entire life fell apart over a 10-year period.
She looks like
the
Pink.
whole thing was documented on camera from 100 different angles.
Just first off, props to Sunny for that. That's a pretty baller. This is just so well done. All of this stuff is so well done. I mean, listen to this.
When Zoe Alexander received...
I mean... He has a melodic voice. It's beautiful. He reminds me of like an Irish person, like a stereotypical Irish person. Look how dirty my mouse is too. What the fuck? What is all that?
4 no's from the X Factor judges.
That is rough though, for real.
Her entire life fell apart over a 10-year
entire
period,
life.
and the whole thing was documented on camera from 100 different
Is that even the same woman?
It all began
She
with
looks completely different. She also looks like Pink.
In which Zoe first reached out to the X Factor requesting to appear on the show, explaining that she was a 22-year-old
like
Pink impersonator.
Oh. My stomach doesn't hurt as much anymore. Thank you. Thank you, the gods of the rotten belly. Yeah, she looks just like her. Damn! She looks like she'd whoop my ass. I never liked Pink much, I think. I can't really remember, though. Pink song. Okay, maybe there wasn't. I don't like strong, independent women. Because... That is not true. That's just a lie, by the way. I do like strong, independent women.
Wanted to audition as herself. After being accepted as a contestant, Zoe was asked to send through 5 songs she wanted to sing.
Auditioning as
the
yourself?
X Factor then specifically demanded that Zoe audition as Pink.
They wanted me to sing.
Oh, that's weird.
He basically said that if I didn't, I wouldn't be going on the show. So I agreed.
After agreeing to do so, Zoe was invited in for an interview where they continued to ask her about Pink.
All he wanted to talk about was Pink. Have you seen Pink live? Do you know Pink's real name? Do you think you're like Pink in real life?
Get this. When they read her email, I bet the guy who read it said, I bet it's Pink. You know how people say it's like that's a joke, objectifying. It's like a joke objectifying women people make on TikTok a lot. But this guy, it's a double entendre. He wasn't actually. He thought it was probably just Pink. He like literally the person, the parentheses singer, not the parentheses color of someone's genitals. Sorry, we're lost in the weeds. I apologize. I'm off today.
This guy stinks!
And he said, make sure you use all of the stage. If the judges say no, beg them, cry, get down on your knees and beg.
So when she'd appear in front of the judges just a few minutes later.
So this guy's manipulating the shit out of her.
I honestly think that you need to go away and take the time to find yourself as an artist.
Despite this, the judges were kind enough to give her a second chance.
Should we get a second song?
Yeah.
I want to give you a
Yet she was then stopped midway through her second song before the judges once again implied that they didn't think she was good enough.
Well, that's fucked up.
It sounds like every other average sort of singing voice.
But as the judges explained that she wouldn't...
One thing that does bother me about these shows, American Idol, X Factor, America's Got Talent, etc., Turkey's Got Talent, etc. So many of the people are just unbelievably talented, but somehow it just doesn't feel good. Like it sounds like, okay, that's really good, you know? But like when John Mayer plays the guitar, I can tell it's John Mayer every time. When Eric Johnson plays the guitar, I can tell it's Eric Johnson. When Chris Stapleton sings, I can tell it's Chris Stapleton. When Tyler Childers sings, I can tell it's Tyler Childers, all right? Because it's kind of gay, but I love it. That's like I'm not saying he's gay as in like he's gay, by the way. He has a song, it's like a meme. I don't know, why the fuck am I saying dumb shit that I need to explain to you guys? Ah! Like, y'all tell me you didn't know gay people had blue-collar jobs? Shit, bud. Ever worked in HVAC? I should walk away and come back and do this at a later time when I've found myself, when I've centered, when I've got rid of this derision within me. Ugh. It hurt my ear. A lot of these people are just like milquetoast, right? It's good talent. It's good sound. It sounds good. It's sonically pleasing. Okay, but you have there's no personality to it. There's no soul to it. There's no pizzazz. There's no magic to it. There's got to be magic to what you're doing, or just don't fucking do it. Well, actually, that's rude. Do it away from me. I don't want to watch. You see, it just, this whole thing seems very fake. The whole judge thing. Obviously it is. It's fucking reality TV. It's very dumb. It's very stupid. It's fake as fuck. But I want to hear her sing though. Let's hear her sing. Because a lot of times they slob someone's knob who's not even really that good, and then they're extremely mean to someone who's just not that bad.
I'm gonna start a fight. We're all gonna get in a fight, so...
Okay, I get it. Yeah, it's pretty bad. I spoke too soon, to be honest.
I didn't want to sing a Pink song. You guys told me
never
to sing a
told
Pink
you
song.
to sing a Pink song.
Zoe then proceeded to lose her temper before bringing her dad onto the stage, swearing at the judges and throwing the microphone toward them. After some more chaos then went down backstage, Zoe lashed out at the cameraman ending the segment. However, in terms of negative feedback, this was really only the start. The family was so distraught from the event that they drove home in silence, yet Zoe seemed convinced that they wouldn't include her performance in the final cut of the show.
I still didn't believe that they would show my audition on TV. I mean, how could they show the systematic bullying leading to a breakdown of a woman? It would be too upsetting.
Until about an...
No, it's just like what TLC and most other reality TV is built on. They're not built on talent or giving people careers. They're built on money and ratings, and that's it. Literally it. They don't give a fuck about music. At least that's what I think. I don't know.
I got a phone call from the X Factor informing me that they were going to air my audition. I was honestly so terrified. I just said no and put the phone down.
Within hours of the episode going live, the performance was being called the most shocking audition ever, while other publications such as The Mirror called her X Factor's most shocking contestant ever. As a result of this, Zoe stated, "I was recognized everywhere I went, laughed at, pointed at, threatened. Both myself and my dad have been threatened with violence to the point that my dad had to physically defend us."
Well, that's fucking insane. That's ridiculous. How would anyone ever see that?
Yeah, I saw you on X Factor having a meltdown, and I'm gonna hurt you now in real life, because I'm an eldritch horror.
That's what people are, eldritch horrors. Even in another country, I could expect that in America, right? See, America's Got Talent, like, you said you didn't fucking like something I like. I'm gonna fucking hurt you. Not in Britain. Come on. You guys are supposed to be the civilized ones, right? You guys are supposed to be the civilized ones. You just have stabbings and acid throwings.
The gym, and people would watch the video on their phones
in
front of me and then whisper and laugh.
Despite this, Judge Tulsi Konstantistavlos refused to change her attitude on the situation, stating there is always going to be the odd person who throws a massive hissy fit. Thousands of people over the years
I agree with that, I think.
And this one person couldn't control their temper and
there's consequences to that.
But I don't think that's a reason for everyone to go, you've got to think about their emotions. That was one person. Those are her issues, and she chose to bring those issues to the stage. Given she now had no other option, Zoe began to defend herself by stating that the show deliberately tried to make me out to be this girl with a bad attitude before
That's really interesting. So if that is true, by the way, if they did like tell her to do that shit, we saw the emails, whatever, is that all real? Because I feel like this is a lawsuit. I feel as though she should not have freaked out on stage. And there should, if you make a fool of yourself, then okay, that's good TV. Like, what do you expect? Do you expect them to not capitalize on that in every way possible? Like, you're doing pretty much what they want you to do. But if they're trying to set people up, if they're trying to entrap them into being a fool just for good television to make them emotional and make them freak out, I mean, that's bad. That seems evil. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I'm sort of on the edge here. I feel bad for her.
Theorized that the X Factor deliberately encouraging her to sing a Pink song was part of a plan to increase ratings through televising a poor performance, which would explain why the producers encouraged her to be emotional in the minutes before the audition. Zoe Alexander was set up for a fall, and yes, she couldn't sing, but that isn't the issue under discussion. Setting people up to mockery by deliberately enhancing their self-image beyond their talents is
well said, Fred.
Human rights infringement. Zoe's volatile nature would have been spotted in one of the earlier auditions and then stoked up so she would outburst on TV and thereby encourage a flagging audience to tune in with the expectation of future Jerry Springer moments.
I do. Wow. Very well said, Fred from Mansfield. Very well said. I agree with Fred. That is fucked up. If that is true, obviously, that is fucked up. And with what little I know about reality TV, that definitely seems like it could be true pretty easily, unfortunately.
Look, she may have been set up by producers, which isn't fair, but at the end of the day, she can't sing. The judges were just being
I agree
polite
with
by
that as
using
well.
the identity thing as an excuse because she did get to sing a second song, which she was
It
also
was a bad
rubbish at.
performance.
Her violent/physical outburst was wrong, full stop. Yes, it's unfair for producers to mislead her, but her reaction was atrocious and very bratty. Also, her dad shouldn't have brought her back onto the stage either, as this escalated the whole situation.
But they wanted that to happen,
She got to sing
though.
2 songs, whereas most people get to sing 1, and she wasn't good enough, end of. Yet Zoe didn't stop pushing back against.
Shit, I'm on his side now. Fuck! I can't make up my fucking mind. At the end of the day, I don't give a singular fuck. I feel bad for her, though. I really do.
People said to me, oh, don't worry, it'll blow over. It won't last forever. And it lasted for years and years and years.
Things became even
Seems like
worse
it would
when
last
Zoe's
forever.
performance racked up almost 100 million views in compilations such as these two. However, with comments such as...
Did that have 88 million views?
Angry X. Top 5 angriest contestants from the X Factor. Hold on your hats, guys. These guys are not happy. One of them looks like Pink and is a real bitch.
There's a lot of instances probably where I would have a different belief if a person that was taken advantage of on TV, you know, got to talk about it in the way that she's gotten to talk about it. Think of all the people on TLC who look like absolute idiots, who, you know, it's come out multiple times, like with Casey King, the extreme cheapskates girl that got lied about. I mean, it's just TV's bad. TV's bad. I'm on her side. TV's bad. I've decided I'm on her side.
On the 20th of July 2020,
Sorry,
Zoe
Alex
uploaded her
Lindahl.
own video
Damn.
titled Zoe
That's a lot of
Alexander
views.
X Factor The Truth, in which she now revealed that the performance itself had been edited and even CGI'd
Oh my
to make
God.
the X Factor look good and Zoe look bad. She stated the judges actually began the audition by...
Holy fuck. That is insane.
She stated the judges actually began the audition by essentially insulting her.
And he moved on to tell me that I was very overconfident, which wasn't shown on TV.
And after she started singing, the audience went crazy by cheering. However, in the final cut of the show, this had been reversed, so the audience was instead cheering while the judges gave their opinions.
In the broadcast footage, the audience reaction has been completely changed. The audience could be heard clapping and cheering her words, as if she was voicing the opinion of...
She did a hell of an exposed job. That's awesome.
And when she'd thrown the microphone, she'd done so because they'd turned it off while she was explaining what had happened.
Then I realised that they turned the microphone off, and that was when I threw it to the floor. But somehow in the video, I threw it like that. I didn't. I threw it to the floor.
Zoe then debunked the segment where she'd seemingly walked off and come back with her dad.
I categorically did not leave the stage and subsequently return hand in hand with my father. Once again, the footage has been completely fabricated. Another example
this
of the
is
X
crazy.
Factor's over-imaginative editing.
Before she added that even the judges' comments had been inserted at a later date.
Also, Nicole
Classic
did not
reality
stand up
TV.
and say, no, baby, no. That did not happen. So they were cut in afterwards to produce the footage.
Think of how many fucking things like this are out there that just nobody knows about.
10.
I'm so sorry, they're so horrible for doing you
Yeah,
like
that is
this,
messed
with
up.
others informing Zoe that her video had blown up outside of
Interesting.
YouTube. Over on TikTok, a relatively small account made a 15 million view video talking about what had happened, which when duetted by Zoe, gained a further 27 million views,
Holy
with almost everybody
shit.
sticking up for Zoe.
Where was I at for all this? Probably jacking off.
The fact that Nicole Scherzinger has blocked me on TikTok.
Despite this, the
Blocked
mainstream
me
media
on
ran with the
TikTok.
story, causing the X Factor to backpedal
Damn.
rapidly.
That
You
is
have made
awesome.
The X Factor turn off their Instagram comments.
That
You
is
have made
fucking
the X
awesome.
Factor turn off.
I'm glad I sided with her before I saw all this. Shoo, that could have been a bad look for me.
With the 19 million
That is
view
incredible.
audition video having since been removed altogether. On top of this, Zoe's appearance has also been
I just
taken
watched
out
it,
of the
though.
mega viral Top 5 Angriest Contestants video, which when considering Zoe's poor attitude and the show's sketchy editing, feels like a reasonable middle ground between the two parties.
What about her fucking complaint with the watchdog organization that's supposed to regulate shitty television? Huh? What about that? How about you reopen that and then show they're guilty through action now by turning off all their comments and deleting videos? That is awesome. I love Zoe. Not a good singer, but a good person.